Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was trying to set up Meld, and that went over uh, poorly. So I'm here back on Streamlabs. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Tuesday to you. If it's your first time here, my name is Enigma, and I cough a lot in the morning. Um, I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Have a great time doing this with you guys. We're playing Persona for Golden here. Before we get into this today, though, if you do me the favor and the honor of following me on Twitch and Twitter, if you would subscribe on YouTube, that would be amazing as well, as I am looking to get monetized on some platforms this year. YouTube is top of the list. I'd like to have your support there. And I'm new on Rumble, so whatever you guys can do to help me out with that, pardon me, I'd appreciate that as well. Make sure my bot is going to be a pain in the butt. It probably will be, but hey, whatever. Where's my bot? Because the bot has not been working lately, and I need to get a new one, amongst other things. Chat box, viewer count. Where is... have I, like, lost my mind here? Maybe? There's the bot. Inactive on Twitch. Now it's active. So, hopefully, yay. Anyway, so we're playing Persona 4 Golden, having a great time doing that, guys. Yesterday, before we left, we went ahead and just kind of bummed around in the dungeon for a little bit. It's time to see what else we can do here.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Dojima-san. We can spend time with Dojima. Janitor job. I bet she's going to tell me, you've been in the TV. We don't want you going out. Yeah, see.
Hey. Night.
Let's get those out, I guess. Do 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 do. But it's a beautiful day.
Great vegetables.
Thanks, Dojima-san. Alright. I want to check out. There's nothing else I can do but hang out with Dojima, so it's not like it's a thing here, but let's see what it says. Doesn't say.
Hey.
Might as well. The 5th, I think, is the day I need to hang out with Adachi, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, June 5th is the next time I can hang out with Adachi. Library 8, library, reported to Fox. See, anybody got any special quests? You might not have any until Kanji comes back, but we are working towards the weekend. Actually, yeah, it already is the weekend here in Inoba. But hey, whatever. I do what I want. Anyway, I don't see anyone here. Just trying to go along to get along. Oh, gosh, my head. Forgot I put down my head pillow. Oh, and my camera is not the best position either. There we are. That's better. That's better. All right. Now we go around and see what else we got going on here. All here. No one here. Nope. No kvests. It's tight like a tiger. I just get the feeling we are behind on something. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Feed the cat. Let's take a look at that quest about feeding the cat, because I know I pretty much, last time I fed it a lot of fish. Good morning, Grizzle Entertainment. Happy Taco Tuesday to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Book exchange. Cat need feed the cat. Okay. Wait, which quest is that? It's 20. Feed the cat. And the cat says... Pardon me. This cat will appear only when it's not raining. Got through fishing or buying from Tanaka's amazing commodities. Feed it once and return to the quest giver to complete the quest. Okay, so I gotta feed it once when it's not raining. That should be easy enough to take care of. The dog it's still raining, so I can't do anything about that dog. How you doing, Grizzled? How you doing? All right. Yes. Let's go to the floodplain. I tell you, the rain is the biggest pain in the ass in this game, because it basically, if it's raining, no one knows what the hell to do, because it's just so wet outside. No one ever wants to do anything in the rain. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Singing in the rain. This is not Clockwork Orange.
A thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
Not a Clockwork Orange. They're going to say we want to return for the Midnight Channel. Yep, that's what I thought. This is not a Clockwork Orange. We don't do that here. Alright, so Kanji's going to be part of the team now. Again. Someone is screwing my stuff up, but I don't like it. That's right, the Droogs have been denied. Malcolm McDowell, go back into your hole. We'll come for you when the time is right. Oop, not what I wanted. Take the Trout combo for a reason. Not only for the, it's not just for the lady at the shrine, which I desperately need to work on her stuff, but also because I need to work on that cat. Okay, so first things first, we can't forget about our friend the dog. Let's go to the floodplain and see if the dog is there. That old man has a quest for us. There's no dog here, so he must be in the shopping district. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb. Or her. So that's something we gotta go get. Is the old key from Kanji's place. I believe Adachi. Okay. Oh, we have her. What does she want? Adachi's going to be our guy we're hanging out with today, but I want to go see what else we have before I dip too far into what else we'd be doing. I already got his quest. Yes, yes, I did. We're looking for that dog, too. That dog right there. And he's going to want coal, right? Yep. Gotta get it from Hulk Hogan. Gamma Shrine. Okay, I see how to get it now. Gotta visit the shrine at night. So we've done all of that. Let's go to Junes. Everything great is great at your Junes.
Oh.
Okay, we need Adachi's. Adachi is the one that's very important. If we don't get him up, he disappears.
Huh?
Hey, young man, I need some Adachi to help me out here. She used to be here. What the hell? All right. There's Adachi, you young man, you little... Yes, come. We'll take care of you.
Guess it doesn't have to be me.
No, it doesn't. It's level 6 for Adachi. Our next time with him will be June the 10th. Will be the next time he is available. Oh, there's Adachi. Oh, Dojima's here. Slacking off.
Sorry.
Hey, wait! Dojima-san! Did he just apologize for me?
Yeah, he did.
We'll see ya. Dojima-san's waiting.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Come on, grow.
I want some delicious vegetables. Don't we all? Right at home. Yukiko. We could also hang out with Nanako, which I'll probably end up doing. I just want to get everybody maxed out possible. There's no job we can do right now on a Sunday. Oh, wait, no. Go to the shrine. Almost forgot. There she is. Now I can catch bugs. I don't have any of those yet, but I will. Now that we can, every day, we need to catch bugs that we can. Because bugs are how we catch fish, and fishing is a big part of this game. Oops. All right. All right, we're gonna max out all the social links we can here. Adachi's unavailable again until June 10th, so What's wrong, Nanako-chan? Nanako is just lonely. She's a sweet girl. She just wants to be happy. She wants to be a normal girl, but her mom is no longer was killed. Her dad is a detective and is always busy, and is kind of detached from his daughter because he's embarrassed he hasn't been able to find
Hi there.
the killer.
Where'd the manners come from?
Yeah, really.
Well, I didn't know you guys were my senpai.
You didn't.
Thanks a bunch. Though I don't really remember what happened.
There's some things we'd like you to tell us about.
Yeah, really.
First off, who was that boy you met with?
It's a girl,
I
actually.
really don't know much about him. I mean, I've only met him twice.
Yeah, but you walked home from school with him. What did you guys talk about?
Well, he just asked stuff like if anything different happened lately. I don't know where my head was at. When I came to my senses, I blurted out that I wanted to see him again.
To a guy.
I don't really get it myself. Girls are so loud and obnoxious, so I really don't like dealing with them. Guys are a lot more laid back. So I started thinking,
No, that's dangerous if you start
What if-
thinking.
I'm the type who never gets interested in girls. And I couldn't accept that. So I kept spinning around and around in my head.
Well, I can understand the part about feeling more relaxed around dudes.
You don't like girls? Have you calmed down?
I'm fine now. I mean, it was all in my head when you get down to it. I
All
was
of it? Yeah, that's
shutting out that
true.
stuff. So, our families run a textile shop for generations. Oh yeah, you already knew that.
Yeah.
My parents are kind of weird. They say stuff like, dyes are one with the universe, and cloth is alive. And that's the kind of house I grew up in. So I've been interested in sewing and stuff since I was a kid. The second I say stuff like that, people look at me funny.
Yeah,
Girls
well.
make fun of me. The people in the neighborhood treat me like I'm some zoo animal. So I was sick of everything. And when I got to my senses, I was running wild. Shit, what is with me today? I'm going on and on about myself.
Yeah, you are.
Forget all that. Man, I must look really lame right now.
He's so really worried about the way he looks in front of other people. You're really pretty cool.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I've never talked about any of this stuff before. Guess I never had anyone to tell it to. Guess I wasn't really afraid of girls. I was just scared of people in general. But all that's behind me.
I'm scared of people in general.
I'm surprised. You're a good kid.
Don't call me a good kid.
No need to get embarrassed. You're a big guy. You can take it. Hey, is there anything you remember after you ran into us the second time?
Yeah. Nothing.
After you chased us away and said you were gonna take us down?
Huh? I went home. I was gonna sleep it off in my room. Wait, I think someone came...
To your house? Who was it?
Lots of
well,
people come to.
It was just a feeling I had.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone actually came. Other than that, I remember some weird, dark entrance thing. And when I woke up, I was laid out on the floor of that sauna place.
Dark entrance.
The dark entrance. Before the dark times, before the Empire.
Huh? Now that you mention it, maybe so. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. I was just wondering.
Did the police ask you anything?
Well, my mom had called the cops to look for me, so they questioned me for a while. I told them exactly what I just told you. And they looked at me like I was crazy.
Because you are crazy.
Like, are you guys playing detective or something?
Something like that.
Well, something like that.
Anything I can do to help? If there's some bastard out there who put me through this, I ain't gonna rest until I make him pay.
Oh, you have a persona now.
Seriously? Awesome. You'd make a great addition to our team. What do you say, leader?
Kanji is going to be very similar to Chie as far as attributes go. He's going to be very, very much a physical attack kind of dude.
Well, if we're gonna welcome aboard a new member.
Should we take him to our special headquarters? You're
Just
still
take,
calling it that?
it's just the food court of
What's
Juness.
that? Come on, let's go. Man, you eat a lot.
Don't we all? I
Listening
mean,
to what we were saying?
Huh? Well, sure, I was listening.
Close your mouth.
So, what, so someone's killing people with the TV?
yeah,
What is he, beating them to death?
that's you were just in
You
it.
weren't being beaten with a TV. Were you listening at all?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, don't worry. He'll understand once he sees the place with his own eyes.
Yeah, once he sees Teddy.
But the way it happened was just the same as with Yukiko. The killer kidnapped him first, then threw him into the TV. Yeah, it's scary.
That show's been pretty crazy lately, huh?
Yeah, I keep wondering who'll show up next.
I knew before it came on that he'd be the next one to appear. What's that dude's name? That first year who used to be in a biker gang?
He's gonna get
Who the
pissed.
hell do you think was next? His name is Kanji Tatsumi, and he wasn't in a biker gang. He's the one who beat the shit out of those leathered up pansies. So who are you dipshits? Boring.
I can't stand it. Sure, they have no idea it's related to the murders, but still, how can they talk about their schoolmate like that?
Yeah, because they're
They're
mean.
like onlookers at a car crash. As long as it's not happening to them, they're dying to see. Damn, this sucks. We don't even know who's gonna be targeted anymore.
We will.
This case disproved our assumption that all the victims are female. What was the other thing we thought they had in common? People involved in the initial case about Miss Yamano are the targets. How about that?
We still don't know.
But that announcer was involved with their mothers, not them.
You guys saying you don't have any clues? Well, listen up. His eye got something big.
What's that?
Okay, when I made my comeback at school today, there was an annoying brat hanging around. Turns out, he was snooping around about Senpai's and my disappearance. So I took this from him. I don't know what the hell this all is, though.
And you took it anyway?
Yeah.
Does this mean she wasn't that well known until the incident?
It's probably.
It's just this guy's personal rankings, nothing important. What does the next one say? What are these dates? April 11th?
Oh, they found the first body on the day school started, so that would have been the 12th.
The 11th is the day before that.
I know I can't forget the day Saki-senpai's body was found. That was the 15th. So then what are these dates? And what does list of TV programs mean? What's Saki Konishi April 13th?
Day she was on TV.
I see. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I saw that too. They were interviewing her because she found the first body. Then this part. Mayumi Yamano, April 11th. Is that the day she appeared on TV too?
Could be.
Oh, she was on. I remember now. That was when the affair hit the news.
Hey, wait a sec. Yukiko, didn't you get interviewed too? When did that interview air?
I think it was when I was absent from school.
Yeah, I know it was when you were absent from school.
It was the day after I met you at the embankment. I had my kimono on. Do you remember?
Yep.
I went shopping that day, so... April 15th. And right after that, I was kidnapped.
Kanji, what about the television special you were on?
Oh yeah, that thing. Damn show made my mom go apeshit on me and
Yeah, that's what
The
she
date?
did.
Just tell us the date.
I don't remember the exact date, but it wasn't too long before I met you guys.
It's true then. Everyone was on TV before they disappeared.
So you think the killer's targeting people he sees on TV?
Too early to
I
tell,
was
but
so
maybe.
caught up with the news reports about the incidents that I didn't notice at all.
Now that I think about it, when the killer failed with Yukiko, they moved to Kanji instead of trying again. Maybe this being on TV thing is some stupid rule that the killer's following.
Maybe.
That's right. The killer could have targeted the same victim again.
I think there's a definite connection here between the kidnappings and the TV broadcasts. The victims weren't just involved with the first case, they were also shown on the mass media.
That must be it.
But if so, what's the motive? Why kill someone just because they were on TV?
Maybe they're just getting
Damn
their
it.
kicks off, or maybe it's
Can't
just
think about it,
Adachi
I've
because he's
gotten
always goofing off.
Why can't I be smarter?
Dude, why beat yourself up? I think you guys are awesome. I mean, you guys know
Doing
this was
fine,
happening to me.
Leo.
You
How you
risked
doing?
your
Thanks
life to
for
stop
coming in.
That's more than enough.
Hope you're having a great day.
You rescued me, too.
That's
We
right.
may not have solved the mystery, but we've saved 2 people already.
That's true, but
What's more, everyone's deduction that Kanji-kun might be next was right on the nose.
I know. We were so close.
Huh? You knew before it happened? Damn. I wish you guys come a little earlier then.
We came right after.
Well, if we know this much, I think we can outsmart the killer next time.
You,
Then it's
yeah,
a
I don't think so.
countdown to their arrest.
Don't forget, it's always possible that Kanji-kun was the last target.
or so we hope. We've thwarted them twice already. Here's hoping the killers learn their lesson by now. Anyways, let's keep checking the Midnight Channel like usual when it rains.
That reminds me. The school campout's next week. I hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah, it's
It's for both the
It
first
might.
and second year students, so we'll see you there, Kanji-kun.
yeah. We'll see you, Kanji-kun. You need to be there.
School, huh? What a drag. Yo, mind if I order another grilled steak? I'm gonna finish this one up while the next one's on the grill. We're going Dutch on the meal, right?
Well, let's get going. I think our new teammate needs to meet Mr. Bear.
Huh? What's up?
Yeah, you
Fine,
got it.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got it.
Go for something cheap like
See the
ramen.
bear.
Wait, or should I get a takoyaki set? Man, I can't decide.
Everything about food.
Of it.
What?
Hello, Joker. Possibly. I'm trying to get it to where I
Now that you mention it,
do all the social
I
links.
remember this
Get them
thing.
all for
I
all the
think it was a
games.
bear, though. Hey, why is it a bear?
I don't know.
Me neither. I've been wondering too.
It's kind of cute. Mind if I pet you?
No touching allowed, mister.
Hey, don't give me any lip, bear.
That's right. She told the bear.
By the way, I've been wondering. You were kidnapped too, right, Yukiko-senpai?
I just saved
Yeah, it wasn't long before.
Kanji, so Risei is next.
So, like,
Technically, so yeah, Risei will be
everyone
next.
too?
That's.
You too, Leo. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you are here. I would appreciate that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you so hard.
I'm just trying to get monetized,
I'll
guys.
be more gentle next time.
More gentle?
What a pair of dimwits.
Oh yeah, here's a present from me, Kanji. It's to celebrate you joining the team.
Yes, joining the team.
So these are the glasses you guys told me about.
Hurry and put them on.
Sure, but hang on, aren't these different from everyone else's?
Yeah, they are.
It looks perfect on you.
I believe I did try to hide. Yes, not that it mattered. They still find you out.
It looks great on you.
I had a normal pair ready for you, but Yuki-chan insisted on this one. She wouldn't budge.
Thank you for following me on Twitch.
Why are you taking it
Greatly
all
appreciate it,
day?
Leo.
Give me that.
Dun 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 boom 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 dun dun boom boom boom. Yuki is already losing her mind.
You took my spare pair. Kanji, you must really like those.
Oh, my sides.
Someone broke Yuki-chan.
This is the real one. It wasn't easy getting it to you.
Why the hell did you bother making a spare if it's more useless crap? Damn it! I'll get you guys for this someday.
Arr. Someone broke Yukiko again.
Welcome back.
Alright. So we don't have... We can hang out with Dojima. Let's say... Dojima. Spent time with Sports Club. So let's... first of all, let's see... Well, it doesn't matter. I can hang out with Dojima. Well, actually it does matter. The sooner I get him... If we can get him maxed out, the better.
Hey,
No. Apparently he's locked behind a time wall, so we need to wait for him. Sometimes characters are hidden behind a wall that you can't do much with. You have to wait and I don't think I have what she wants yet. We are going to catch bugs, because bugs are what we need for fishing. Oh, that's right. I have to wait for the kid. Never mind. Using my brain. So we can get up with the sports club.
oh, that's so? This is...
Yep. Take it.
Careful on your way home.
You too, Daisuke.
Oh, the instant noodles really hit the spot.
That's true. Instant noodles are... Ramen is damn good.
Rainy season's just about here.
Isn't it a little early?
Once it starts, it'll be raining every night. We'll have to keep a constant eye on the Midnight Channel.
Crap, I didn't even think of that. Well, so it goes. I thought you were worried about the rain because of the school campout.
Why are you so excited about that?
That's right, it's the first time for you two.
You realize the only purpose of the school campout is to develop a love for one's hometown and young people, right?
And yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they tell us that up front. So?
Well, you see, the way we supposedly develop that love is by picking up trash off the mountain.
Yeah, that sounds like
Pick up
fun.
trash? Develop a love my ass. That's slave labor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the night's kind of fun. We cook our own meals with mess kits and sleep in tents.
The four of us are in the same group.
The same group, huh?
Yeah.
Does that mean we sleep together at night?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good
We
guy.
wish. Guys and girls sleep in different tents.
No kidding.
I'm warning you. If you leave your tent at night, you'll be expelled on the spot.
This gets worse and worse. I thought it was gonna be fun.
It's only for one night, and we disband before noon the next day. It doesn't last very long.
Oh, we did have some fun at the river before going home last year.
Do they let you go swimming?
I think so. There's always someone who takes a dip, although we didn't.
I see. So you can swim in the river.
Mm-hmm. You can live in a van down by the river. That's right. It's Health Week. I got teeth problems. Look at me. I'm Pac-Man, and Don Knotts had a kid, and this is what it looks like. You're a lazy bum.
Wait!
Give my regards to the Lannisters. The Lannisters send their regards, yes. Oh, crap. I knew I should have paid more attention to that. Always forget that stuff, don't I? Yes, this is after school. I didn't really need that, but hey, I did it. As that's what I do. That's why I agreed, because I know Social Link here. He's one guy. There's a lot of social links that we are going to have to develop that we really haven't done much with. I messed that up, I think, didn't I? Yeah, well. I can work as a tutor today. And there's Nanako-chan, but I can't talk to the kid about his bug net yet, because we wasted another day doing nothing. Kind of aggravating, quite frankly. How are we doing with Nanako? How close are we Nothing yet. Gotta set up Mole. We can work as a tutor today. Dun, 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 dun. And that's Tower, which do we even have a Tower persona? I don't know if we do. We do not, but we're going to set it up anyway, so actually no, because the sooner I get Nanako out of the way. How close are we with them anyway on the social links? Marie and Adachi are very important. I have to get them both maxed out. But now that we have Kanji in the party, I think we can level up Marie next. So Nanako is the rank 6. Margaret's going to be one that I want to do once we get access to Risei, so we actually have recovery, because it's going to be her social link is easy to do, but it's time consuming and expensive as far as yen goes. So make sure we're working on that. And you know what? Screw it. Let's go get Tower. Here I'm thinking.
I'm Shu Nakajima.
Nice to meet you, kid, you little bastard.
Mom!
That's the truth. Nice to meet you. Let's be positive. He is a Melvin. He's a little shit, is what he is. But he also is the Tower Arcana, so. Damn, the Dutch oven. That's mean. I love it.
Goodbye.
Let's give him a Dutch oven. He deserves it. His haircut sucks too. 6-8. Do we have a test question here? The answer is yes. That's excellent. Helps us out with Yukiko. I want to get. I do honestly want to make sure we get our. Oh, here we go. It's raining.
Hey, guess what I just heard?
Oh no! Is it Risei's in town?
When they're sitting in back of you, it's like a squeeze play.
What are you talking about?
Come on, you know what I mean? Sorry, I got ahead of myself. What I mean is, I'm talking about how when there's a girl sitting behind you on a motorcycle,
Yeah.
press right up against your back.
No, that's illegal in Japan, as we found out. And it's a scooter, not a motorcycle.
Man, you're a lot thicker than I thought. Anyway, I think motorcycles are the hot new thing for guys now. Girls like guys who spend time outdoors, right? So I got you this. Want to get your license with me, partner?
Oh, gee, you want to do everything together, Yosuke.
Well, I can't afford anything bigger than a scooter on my budget, but at least that'll let us get to new places. Don't you think we deserve that much, seeing as how we're investigating the case?
Probably, yes.
Sup, senpai? Hey, about the camping trip. You guys busy right now?
Aren't we always?
We're talking about motorcycles.
Talk about motorcycles.
Motorcycles?
Yeah.
You gonna go stomp a gang? If you're bringing a war, I'll help.
No, we're not bringing a war. What does that mean, anyway? We're just talking about getting motorcycle licenses.
Yeah, so you want to kick our ass, Kanji.
Licenses. You guys don't have yours?
Huh? No way. Don't tell me you already...
Nah, I'm still 15 and all.
Then why'd you say it like that? Man, that reminds me. I'm surprised you picked a fight with that biker gang. How'd you chase after them?
The bike's all I need for that.
In any case, we can't let you in on our up-close and personal plan.
Up close and personal?
Yeah, that's right.
Keep it down. Like I was telling this guy, what a guy needs nowadays to be a big man is first a motorcycle, and then
Chicks.
And then...
And then chicks.
a girlfriend.
Tell me more.
Now that's my partner. All right then.
You guys gonna get licensed for the big stuff? I mean, I know I came in late here, but if you're talking about taking a girl on a bike, you gotta be seated too.
Yeah.
That ain't allowed on a scooter.
I forgot about that. Shut up. This'll work out. As
Or
long as we have
something.
a motorcycle, the girls will come running. That's all the advantage we'll need.
Scooter, it's a scooter, not a motorcycle.
The reason we don't have girlfriends is because we're stuck here in this town waiting to meet someone. This place is so tiny, it's no wonder we can't find one. Doesn't matter if it's only a scooter. Some kind of motorcycle is just the ticket for us to get some chicks. Then, later on, we can get a bigger motorcycle. And that's when the up-close and personal plan really starts.
Up close and personal.
He wants boobs in his back, is
You
what
know,
he's
you and me
saying.
have more of a city boy thing going on. If we're serious about this, we've got to expand our horizons to a bigger town. We got to take the initiative. There's no time to wait for a train that only leaves every so often each day. We'll roar up on our motorcycles like the badasses we are, and when the chicks come up, we'll play it cool. The pheromones dripping off of us will bring them around in no time.
What, feral zone?
No, we're not going to a cat house, you idiot.
Yeah,
We're talking about
idiot.
Pheromones. My research shows that a motorcycle is the #1 surefire way to increase a man's
True.
pheromones.
Pheromone.
Pheromone? There you go.
Dude, that's how a perv would react.
What did you say? Fine, then I'm in too. Get ready for Kanji Tatsumi to show his manhood to these chicks.
I already told you, you can't. Anyway, don't tell anyone about this, got it? If other guys try to copy us, it'll end up diluting our pheromones. So, partner, make sure you talk to your uncle about getting a license, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Got it.
Not you. I don't even know your uncle. I'm serious about this. If we have motorcycles, we can go all over. It'll be fun.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Somewhere out there, the best days of our youth are ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Our ute. Sounds like someone's mowing the lawn. Okay, so now it's raining. And we're probably going to go back into the TV world. What we have now is some more quests we can get on the inside, but we're going to look around before we do any of that. I don't think we can do, what does it say? Port to Fox, went into TV. can't report to Fox till we finish up with the dog. We haven't done that yet, so nothing to do there. We'll go into the TV. First, I want to make sure we get all the quests, fetch quests we can. Pardon me. Because now that Kanji's with us, we should have his strong shadow appear, which I don't mind whipping the hell out of. But I want to make sure we're getting all of our stuff here. Yep, gotta go back into Kanji's area to grab some stuff here. I have the light sword, which is a lightsaber type of weapon. What do we got? Nothing here. Nothing here. There's Kanji, but we can't really do anything with him yet. So remember, my desire is to max out all party members as quickly as possible, but get everybody that I can maxed out, so I can make room in our inventory for our deck, our Persona deck for I don't need wheat for that.
Well, now that everyone's here.
That's the end of the TV.
Let's go.
We forgot where it was. Okay, so, oh, and I forgot to get him new weapon. That's okay. What level is Kanji? He's 25, so we are definitely going to take him. I always take Yukiko because she is our healer, de facto healer. She is very good at that. Chie is pretty good at whipping ass. And Kanji, I don't have a good weapon on him yet, but we will. We'll figure it out. Okay, just connect to it. Okay.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
Go, go!
Crap, I did that.
It ain't going down.
Tactics. Always forget to accept direct commands. Oh, good.
It's down.
Let's go! It will end here!
I'll play your game, you rogue. That's right, I am trying to max up all of Odin's stats, aren't I? It says it's maxed. I don't think it's really maxed, though. We'll find out. Be nice if I get that all maxed out, and then I can worry that for the accessories, I can put on something for the main character that will stop a lot of whatchamacallit.
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up.
Trying to think what I want to call it. For status effect changes. There we go. Got the crit. Good luck. I know we're looking for what, coal and another board and things like that. We'll find them. And we want to beat that shadow at the top as well. There's a rare one. I want that rare one. And it's going to get the advantage. Damn it, all to hell.
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
Yep.
3 more enemies! Grin and bear it!
We got it. Bear it.
Hang tight and go for it!
I'm okay.
Enough with the damn bear puns.
There.
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely! Hang in there!
Come on. Can we get a crit? Guess not.
It got back up! Hurry and beat it! Hang in there!
Pathetic.
Oh, Conch!
We can smash them all. Have at it.
That's what I want. Chest key in that case, I suppose. Chest key. Yes. I'm going it down. That, oop. Please let it be rare. It's not. Dang it. These things piss me off.
There are 2 enemies! Hang in there!
Attack? That one.
Couldn't finish it.
Oh, Yuki!
Good. Shuffle time. That's our. It's got to be the chest key there. I've already maxed out magic with Odin. Yep, I got a lightsaber. Our saber of light. It's a cool weapon. At least till we beat the Reaper at some point. Worry about that later. Hi.
There's 3 enemies! Careful! Right, keep it up! Victory!
Got some rice. And that's a red one. I think the red ones are supposed to be a little bigger. Or tougher.
There are 2 enemies! Hang in there!
Victory is mine.
Next floor up. It's the cursed paper. It's the Yarn Witch's cursed paper. She scrolls hexes down on those things and then dumps it in those chests.
A rare monster!
Here's our chance.
Hell yeah. I'll play your game, you rogue. That's the one I didn't want changed. Damn it. That one, I guess. So I was going to take that luck one. Oh well. That's right, you rogue. Alright. Agility. Until they start giving me cups anyway. Let's take a look at our persona here. See, he still needs 5 for that, for strength, I believe, and luck. Agility is still what we need the most, but magic and endurance we have maxed out completely. The other ones we need to max out. Even with the green is given to us by items and such. And accessories.
I smell 2 enemies.
It is my hope that we max those all out and I can put on something that'll stop status changes. Magic. How about strength? Yeah. There's a door. No, I'm not moving up the stairs yet. We're here to level up Kanji and to get loot and to do things. Oh no! Wait!
There are
Guard.
2 enemies. Hang in there.
Yeah, I was watching this guy. Now that they've announced they're remaking Persona 4, of course, I have opinions on that I have shared, and will I play it? You bet your ass I will. I love Persona games, but you know, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm not. I'm not as much into it. Change that one over to something. Okay, no, we'll just take the experience. I would much rather them remake 1 and 2. I've been on record for saying that, and I'll say it again. I think they could really make some hay off of doing full-blown remakes of 1 and 2 and add the calendar system and all that good stuff. I really do believe that. Sadly, they're not going to. Yet, at least not yet. So, Persona 6 will come out before that.
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
Good. All right. So, in that case, what I'd like to do, I was watching this guy who's apparently like an expert at Persona 4, and he was giving us all these things that he wanted in the game. And I was watching him, and I'm going, dude, you are talking like someone who is an expert, and you don't seem to understand that not everyone who plays these games eats, breathes, shits and pisses and sleeps Persona 4. So a lot of the things that he said he wanted in the game I thought were kind of stupid, but you know, he's welcome to his opinion.
Monster. Beat the stuffing out of it. Yikes, reinforcements. We were nearly done.
There we go.
Hang tight and go.
Cups are pretty important until Rise joins. Cups are always important. Let's just be flippantly honest here. Oop, stop it. But cups, you know, they refill your magic, which is the most important thing. They refill your health, which is also exceedingly important. Don't get me wrong. But the cups are what's going to keep you afloat. I think, well, you know, the funny thing, Grizzled, is I'm not really that excited for the remake, just simply because I don't kill Yukiko, because again I just think that there should be better, you know, there's other stuff they should be remaking, but the guy that was doing the thing was he hated the Showtime moves. He was like, no Showtime moves. That's because it makes the game too easy, and I'm thinking, well, some people like that shit, dude. The Showtime moves in Persona 5 were hilarious. I didn't do it because it made it easier. I used it because they're freaking funny. And did it make it easier? Yeah, but it still was. It made it funnier. Da 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 da.
4 enemies! They weren't expecting us!
Get it.
Go get 'em!
Okay. Well, I hope you're enjoying them, Grizzle. You're here, and I appreciate you so much. I really do. I've grown. The thing about Persona is, it is an acquired taste. It truly is an acquired taste, and I understand that. Yeah, they're fun, but the problem with the only problem I really have with Persona is that the barrier to entry is long.
I smell 2 enemies! Beat them up!
I think this is the guy who drops coal. We're looking for Hulk Hogan, I think, and that's definitely the Hulkster. Rest in peace.
Go for it!
Nope, didn't get it there, so it must not be him. But when you're playing a Persona game, you need to, and it's the biggest problem I've always had with Persona is to get into the game.
Don't get careless!
It's a good hour or 2 hours before you actually get to actually do any sort of real gameplay. Because they're setting the world up, they're setting up what's going on. I completely get it. I know why they're doing it. I understand why they do it. It makes complete sense from a narrative perspective. But when you're talking about a game, it's always been my problem with Kingdom Hearts as well. Kingdom Hearts is exactly the same way. Where when you play a Kingdom Hearts game, you have this 2 to 3 to 4 hour intro. And that's before you can really start playing the game and learning things and all that. And the same thing is with Persona. You have to go through the tutorials and the opening and the exposition just to get into the game. So for those who don't like Persona, for that reason, I completely understand. Completely understand. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got stairs. No, not yet. Oh, good. That's a rare one. Kick his ass, Seabass.
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it! Hang in there!
Okay, I got one down.
Sensei, don't give up!
Ow.
Hang in there!
Shit.
The enemy ran away!
Well, we got one of them.
I broke a sweat.
But it's, yeah, as I said, this is basically a Pokemon kind of game, in a way. Gothic Pokemon, a lot more mature, a lot more perverted and fetishy, quite honestly. Oh.
5 enemies! You can save them!
Sure as the hell did. Yeah, the rare ones drop a lot of yen, and a lot of XP. Not to mention they drop those. I haven't even looked today. The ore I'm looking for as well. Those Megatsu Xandrite. I need 3 more of those for one quest that we'll do towards the end of the game. But those are rare drops from the gold gloves. Whenever you fight them, you have the possibility of those dropping. It's a rare drop, but they are very important for one. There's as far as the side quests go, we did all of them but 2 in our first playthrough, and 1 is locked behind getting that one that the first one done that we didn't do. So, in order for us to do all the quests, I have to have 8 of those.
I smell 4 enemies. Show them your stuff. Oh, Sensei's back on his feet.
I already have endurance. Oh, my persona's max level. Doesn't matter. We got the sweep bonus now. Stash. Yep, I figured.
But they're too slow.
And they're too weak.
Be gone!
I figured there'd be more. Big tiger. It's great. Enigma making jokes about breakfast cereal mascots now. Okay, I have 3 tries. I definitely want that one. I definitely want that one. I'll take that one too. Why the hell not? The smoky coals. Oh, good. We've unlocked the whole floor. Let's go back and go back in there and go upstairs, see? Upstairs? They're always after me, Lucky Charms. It's a tiger.
There's only one.
Tiger is my favorite cat. Hands down. Love tigers. They look pretty awesome. Plus, they always talk about how lions are king of the jungle. Chances are, if a lion got into a fight with a tiger, that tiger whipped that lion's ass. Just saying. Dang it. There we go.
A rare monster. Beat the stuffing out of it.
Nice! First hit. Knocked it down. Recovery. No items. Hey, Alucard, good morning. Welcome in, brother.
I got the stairs. I got go up there.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless. Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
Persona. It's you're having tacos on Tuesday? What's up, man?
We have a dilemma. I have to leave for the doctor. Tony is on his way to do the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to. He's gonna want it on and off and turn it up and down and all that kind of stuff. So maybe take an early lunch or something.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if the dog goes nuts, you'll know he's here.
We were just talking about this morning. Like you said, it wouldn't happen.
Well, I thought he was going to be here sooner, so it said it was on it. He was on his way, and now it's much more time. So,
Okay.
If the dog goes nuts, just see that he's here, and
Okay. I'll do what I can.
and you can have him text you when you need to change things. You can keep going and have him text. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I've
I'm
never.
so sorry.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I'm sorry.
It always happens.
I thought I was going to be here earlier, so.
Yeah. Just be careful, dear. Okay, getting close to that. For those who are wondering what that was my loving, wonderful, amazing, perfect girlfriend, Desi Dish. Love her so much, I really do. Someone's coming over to service our furnace and air conditioner, and I knew flat out when she said that she was doing it the way she planned it, with having an acupuncture appointment within the same hour-ish. I was like, I'm busy, I'm doing stuff, I'm working, I'm streaming. She goes, yeah, I know, but it's not going to impact anything. And, gee, hashtag Enigma was right. But I'll do what I can, always.
We have him off guard. There's 4 enemies.
Yep.
Victory!
Well, he's not here yet, so when he rings the doorbell, and Whiskey, I have one ear open for that very reason, and Whiskey will lose his damn mind. I might have to go away for a few minutes. She likes acupuncture. She says it helps her with her back. Desi has a really bad back, and lately it's been
I smell 5 enemies. You can take them.
it's been bad to the point where I don't force her to do anything, but I've been very forward for her to going to see her primary care physician about her back, and she's going. Thought it was today, but maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what she's going to do. I thought it was acupuncture, but I think maybe it is a doctor's appointment. But her back is important. She's got to go get something about her back. And there's the Reaper, but we've already opened up the chests, so the Reaper's actually not here. It happens. Real life does happen. And
There are 2 enemies. Hang in there.
I just do what I can to help. I've never had acupuncture. She said if it's done, she's had it a couple of times, and one place that she goes, she says does a pretty damn good job of it. So if that's the case and it helps her out, cool. That's correct. If it helps her, it's worth it. I agree. But when she told me, this is the funny thing. She told me yesterday what was going on, and I said, "You're gonna have him come in the morning, and you have a doctor's appointment." And she was like, "Yep." And I said, "So, what's gonna happen when he's here and you're not because you're at your doctor's appointment or you're at your acupuncture? Where I can't remember which one it is." And she says, "Oh, it's not gonna happen. They'll be here early enough." I was like, "Mm-hmm, yeah."
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up. Hang tight and go for it.
The grand finale is here.
I have the original Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack, and it's freaking amazing. So, I know they're remixing all the music, but to be honest, seriously, guys, if you have not heard the original soundtrack to the original Final Fantasy Tactics, I highly recommend it. It is as the kids would say, it's a banger. It's a damn good soundtrack. They do say banger, right? It's a banger. That's what the kids say.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies.
Get 'em, Shield. Victory is mine.
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
I own it. I own one of the original versions of it. It's got like a brown paper bag
Enemies. Hang in there.
cover to it in a way where but it's like all the graphics are and images are put on like a brown paper bag. It's pretty cool. Hard to explain. Well, you'll get it on vinyl, Alucard. I know you.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
But the Tactics soundtrack is top notch. I mean, it is. If you're looking for a really good game soundtrack, that's probably a top 10 one for me. Of course, I'm talking to Alucard here, so Castlevania is definitely, any of the Castlevanias are definitely up there too. I own the Symphony of the Night soundtrack, and it is flippin' phenomenal. Another amazing game soundtrack is Symphony of the Night. Actually, pretty hard to find a Castlevania game that doesn't have damn good music in it. Except the Nintendo 64 version, because there was no music in that game, for some reason.
A rare monster. Beat the stuffing out of it.
Come on, at least get one of them.
Go to town, senpai.
Gotta stop chewing ice.
Yikes! Reinforcements! We were nearly done. Hang in there.
Come on. Got them both. Good. Luck it is.
I ain't gonna fall behind.
Level 40. Awesome. We are very much higher. Are you talking about the Tactics soundtrack or Castlevania or Alucard? Oh, I'm not opening that. You only fit so much on vinyl.
Two enemies. You can attack before them.
Victory is mine.
Oh, she did. Should change them to come till after 4. Okay, well if that's the case, I don't have to worry about it. We'll go the stairway when we go the stairway. No stairway denied. I guess I should think about what I'm going to make for dinner. I haven't thought of that yet.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies. Hang in there. Great work.
I don't think they... Well, the... That's not surprising.
Careful. Hang in there.
It will end here.
Got some shuffle time here. Endurance is being maxed out. We're going to recover with our SP. New rare one.
Rare monster. Beat the stuffing out of it. Hang in there.
At least we got the rare one down.
The grand finale is here.
And once we beat that rare shadow, we'll come back down, and I want to make sure we have the items that we need. See, Brave Lumber, I think, is one we're going to need. Most of the original Game Boy Castlevanias, none of them were really all that good. Still got 2 of those. Chest key, tomato seedling. Alright, I do have coal. I have an old key. But I have one that wants a crucifix, right? There's a quest about a crucifix. I don't think I have that. Crooked Cross. So 28 and 26 and 28 are the ones I need to look at.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies.
Soda.
Victory!
Yeah, the original Game Boy Castlevanias weren't that great.
I smell 2 enemies.
They did what they could
Grand finale is here.
to get them, you know, to get Castlevania on a on the Game Boy.
I've gotten a little stronger.
Ooh, that's a... What is that? That is medium damage to all foes. And again, Yukiko is going to be our primary mage, basically, in the game. She's going to get access to a whole ton of healing magic, and her fire magic also is going to be pretty damn powerful when it's all said and done. Plus, she's going to have one of the larger pools of MP. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people understand hardware limitations the way that we used to have to do it, understand it. Back in the day, we had our let's see what she... There we go. What are we doing here now? Yeah. Let's go to the left. Gotta remember who drops a frickin' crucifix.
4 enemies! They weren't expecting us!
The grand finale is here.
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
Keep the levels up coming. I'm all about the levels up, laddie. Yes. Oh, this is going to be that. Okay, I know this floor. This is one of those floors. Most of the floors in a Persona game like this are randomized, but in Persona 4, there are a couple of floors that are the same, and this is one of those floors that's the same.
3 enemies, but they're too slow! Hurrah! We won!
I'm ready for it all. I still need a couple of items, and we're gonna beat that hell out of that big old dude, that big old shadow at the top. I agree wholeheartedly. Symphony of the Night's music is flippin' fantastic.
I smell 3 enemies! Don't get careless!
Here's my turn. Bring it on!
Ah! 3
Nope,
enemy
nope.
reinforcements!
Yep, I see it. That's why we need Chie's ice magic. I'll play your game. Ah, it's the one I didn't want them to change. Okay, well, I'll take the chess key in that case. Part of the reason I wanted to do this a second time right after this as well is to fill out the compendium. We're about 85% complete with the compendium now. Most of it is going to, well, it's not most of it. Some of the ones we have not unlocked are personas we've not unlocked. We've not unlocked because of
There are 3 enemies!
social links.
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely! Hang tight! Great work!
Boom, 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 boom. Right, brother. Hulkamania running wild on you, brother. Make it a rare one. Well, we're close.
There are 3 enemies! Careful! Hang tight and go for it!
Okay.
That's done. Ugh. Well, luck. I'll play your game, you rogue. Let's see. Skill, item, persona. Persona is what I want to look at here. It's definitely still agility. Still needing it. Yeah, there's one more dog leg to look at. Hulkamania, brother. Well, I see that he was survived by his 2 kids, his wife, and 8.062 billion brothers.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
I've proven my manhood.
Yeah, kanji. See, and you got to remember as well, and this is what a lot of these goofballs who are trying to put everything in the context of how they feel today. I don't think Kanji is necessarily. I don't think he's gay. I think he has. He definitely likes more masculine women. I will say that. But I think he's more concerned about his image than anything. Is that he feels like he has to have this tough guy image because it's who he is, and his persona, his shadow self, was the exact opposite of that. Flamboyant and fabulous. It's like Nato. Nato's the same way. There's a lot of people out there who will try to make her out to be trans, and I don't think she's necessarily trans. I think she's a tomboy who's trying to make a name for herself in a world that is male dominated. And in Japan, yes, that does happen. It happens here in the States too. I can tell you there are times where my mother would take her car in to get something fixed, and the mechanics would talk to her like she was an idiot. Now, to be fair, my mother plays into that quite well. I'm not saying my mother is not an idiot, but she tends to think she is. But she also knows what it's like to be condescended to and talked down to, and so it really pisses her off when they would do that to her. Remember, we're looking for crucifix and some tables, right? It's a smooth fabric. Dun 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 dun. I'm sure they do. I'm absolutely sure that they do when it comes to certain things. There we go. Let's get them both. Let's see if we can kill them both.
Beat the stuffing out of it.
Ah! Come on.
Sensei?
Shit. It's all because they panicked the main character. Main character's got the best weapon right now. There we go. Damn it, we didn't get anything.
The grand finale is here.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, Grizzled, is I often tout my experience in video games, and I earned my stripes for that as far as I'm concerned. I've been talked down to by customers in my own store that were women who had no idea what the hell they were talking about. None. There was just had to be 15 years ago. I was working in my store, and a lady came in and wanted to return a brand new PlayStation 2 Slim. That's the table that I needed. She wanted to return the PlayStation 2 reflecting board. That's what I needed. That's one of the things I needed. And she said, I need to return this. And I said, well, why? Why do you need to return it? She goes, because it doesn't come with everything that we need to hook it up to the TV. And I said, okay, well, what do you need? She goes, I need the thing that screws into the back of coaxial. She wanted an RF connector, is what she wanted. And I said, well, we sell those. And she goes, yeah, but it's supposed to come with it. It's supposed to be inside the box. And I said, no, it's not. And she said, yeah, it is. And I said, no, it's not. And she goes, well, my son knows what he's talking about, and he told me it's supposed to come with it. And I said, and I've been working in games for the last decade, and I can tell you flat out that since the Sega Saturn came out, no, it doesn't. They've sold the RF connectors separately ever since the Sega Saturn came out in 1994, 1995. So, no, they don't come with it. Well, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. The boxes that we sell here of PlayStation 2s are the exact same boxes they sell at Target and Walmart and Best Buy. They don't make special boxes for them because they come with RF connectors. They don't. I'm flat out telling you, if you return this here and you go buy one at Walmart, you're going to have the same problem, and no matter what your son tells you, I am an expert in my field, and I'm telling you flat out, no. None of them come with an RF connector. You have to buy it separately.
I smell two enemies. Beat them up.
But she was very condescending to me about it. Very condescending.
Yikes! Reinforcements! We were nearly done.
And we are done. Very condescending, very, talking down to me. I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm just a lowly retail employee, is the way that she looked at it and the way that she looked down at me over it. And it's just, and I'm trying not to be condescending to her. I'm trying not to, say, you know what, your son's an effing idiot because he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. But I didn't do that. Alright, let's try this. See what happens. Okay, well. Getting there. I always did my best to not be condescending because I always look at where everybody's passionate about something. The word geek and nerd have been basically put into this negative kind of connotation to it. Although geek now is more of a term of honor, from what I've seen. But there used to be this oh, you're such a geek. You're into this geeky stuff. This is so stupid. How could you care so much about comic books or movies or video games? This is so stupid. And in reality, we're all geeks about something. Everybody's got a passion. And I never assumed for 1 second, unless someone made me feel that way, that I... Okay. Okay. Yeah. But and I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. I am not perfect at all, and I'm sure there's times I mouthed off to people that I shouldn't have, quite frankly.
I smell 4 enemies. Show them your stuff.
God. So, but but I don't ever. Yeah, everyone's a geek about something, you know. What was it? I think it was my brother was making fun of the fact I know some professional cosplayers that do it for a living, and one of my friends, one of my friends actually is so good at it that she works on Marvel films. She's listed in the credits of any of the Marvel films made in Georgia. And my brother was making fun of it one day or something, and he says, "What? I just can't imagine being so into something that you dress up like that." And I said, "Have you ever watched an NFL game?" He's like, "What?" I said, "Do me a favor and turn on any NFL game." And I was like, just watch an NFL game. You'll see a lot of dudes in costume there. What's the difference between someone dressing up as Captain America and someone who goes to a Raiders game and paints up their face and looks like one of the Road Warriors from the tag team? There's no difference. Everyone's got their passion. Everyone's got their thing that they're very passionate about. I don't make fun of. The only people I make fun of at NFL games are those fat guys who are there in below zero temperatures that are not wearing shirts. Yeah, he did. He did. He had nothing to say about that. Everyone's got their passions. That's what I say. But then again, you also have to at least keep in mind that no matter how much you might know about something, there's always somebody who knows more. I know a lot more than people know about the video game business, but I would concede to anyone who has a more experience and a deeper level of the gaming business than I've seen. But I would still say I probably am no more than about 80%, maybe 90% of the people who claim to know. And I'm talking about the business, not about the programming. But and this is another great example. I used to buy a lot of anime, and when I was really into it, I would go to Best Buy on Tuesday, because Best Buy is where you would have they would carry all the new animes on DVD, and I would go there and I'd get an armful of DVDs because I was trying to support the industry. I had friends in the industry at that point, and I was trying to do what I can for everyone to buy stuff on DVD, so people would make things on DVD. That's what I wanted. And when I first moved here, I worked for a company called Sam Goody. Sam Goody was a mall store that sold music. They were primarily known for selling music. They sold, boom boxes and headphones, movies. They were starting to carry video games when I worked for them. Adult films. They sold adult films or stories that are funny about that. But they would sell all this stuff. And I worked for them for my first year. I lived in the Chicagoland area. And they were owned by, they had just been purchased by Best Buy. How can I put this? This is in the late 90s all the way till about 2000 and whatever. It was a good store, but the problem was is that it was they were way expensive. They were there for convenience. So you could go to Walmart, or I'm sorry, you could go to Best Buy and buy a CD that came out for $10, or you could go to Sam Goody and buy it for $20, because that's exactly what they were doing. They would sell those things for $20 a pop. But they were owned by Best Buy when I got there, and Best Buy decided what they were going to do was they wanted to have every one of their employees. Well, okay, I need to back up a bit. Sam Goody was part of a chain called the Musicland Group, okay? And Musicland was a mall-based company that, for the most part, there was a couple of standalone stores they had called On Cue and Media Play, but they were a conglomerate that was Sam Goody, Musicland, On Cue, Media Play, and a company called Suncoast. And Suncoast was printing money hand over fist because of the DVD boom. Back in the late 90s, when DVDs first came out and were becoming a big deal, everyone was upgrading their VHS library to DVDs because of the quality of the video. DVD was just far and away a much better format than VHS was. People were seeing that, and these companies were I can't even talk. These movie companies were making money hand over fist because of people were upgrading their libraries. So instead of, I've got Star Wars on VHS. When's it coming out on DVD? It was huge. It was a huge time in the entertainment business. And Suncoast, because they had the connections they had, they were the ones that were getting all these really cool limited editions, all these new special editions, 40th anniversary editions of this and 20th anniversary editions of that would come with really cool cases or something like that. The DVD business was massive at that point. And I can't stress that enough. So when Best Buy came to Musicland, they wanted to buy Suncoast. They did not care about anybody else. They wanted Suncoast because Suncoast was printing money hand over fist. And the guy who owned the Musicland Group said, no, if you want one, you have to buy it all. Period. That's just all there is to it. We're not gonna. I'm not splitting up my company because you want to buy the most successful part of it. If you're gonna buy one, you're buying it all. So they bought everything. They bought everything. So we were owned by Best Buy at that point. And Best Buy wanted their employees at Best Buy and the employees of all the Musicland Group to all be trained the same way. So they had these things called Get It Guides, right? And the Get It Guide is like a little pamphlet of paper where if you read this pamphlet of paper, that meant you were an expert on whatever the Get It Guide was on. So you read a Get It Guide for batteries, and a Get It Guide for boomboxes, a Get It Guide for Hispanic music, for hip-hop, for R&B. Endurance I don't need. Just all these different things. So I would go to Best Buy, like I said, on Tuesdays to buy new release anime because, number one, it was cheaper to buy it there than it was at my own store with my employee discount. And no, I'm not kidding about that. So I go in there and I'm looking at the anime, and this young man was there, and he was, if he was 18, 19 years old, he knew nothing about anime. You could just tell. So he's flipping through this guide trying to help me look for something here, look for an anime, and he's like, can I interest you in maybe looking at, and he's trying to read the guide, and he can't read it because, there's some animes out there that have odd titles to them that is very difficult to pronounce. You try to do it phonetically and you find out it's not right, something like that. And again, we were working for the same company, and I just said, hey kid, I know more about this stuff than you do. Please go help somebody that actually needs it. If one of your managers comes over and asks me if I have been helped, I will tell them yes and that you were very helpful. But I'm not going to say anything bad about you, but just I could sit here for the next 30 minutes and educate you more about this than you're going to help me. And he was like, oh, okay, thank you. It is a better chair. A better... Still need to buy him a better weapon, though. We'll do that when we get out of here. Okay, so let's take a look here at our quest lines. All right, I got that. The Crooked Cross. Do I have a Crooked Cross? If it's the case, if I have a Crooked Cross, we're just gonna fight our way out of here and be done with it. I do have Crooked Cross. Okay. So I have that. I have that. I'm growing those. I have coal. I have an old key. Feed the cat. I'll do. Okay. There's our dog return I'm working on. Okay, so we've finished all of our quests. So let's just fight our way out of here, and then we can skedaddle. Anyway, the whole moral of the story is that if you are in a service location and you are dealing with
There are 3 enemies. Careful.
Oh really? Toxic Crusaders getting a side-scrolling beat 'em up. I'm all about that. I love side-scrolling beat 'em ups. But you know, just don't look down your nose at someone in the service industry. And it's that kid at Best Buy. I know more. I knew more about anime than he knew. It's just all there is to it. And I didn't want him to sit there and torture himself with, you know, trying to get me to help me that when I didn't really need his help and someone else needed it instead. But that woman, when I flat out told her that her kid didn't know what the hell he was talking about with the PlayStation 2, she was dumbfounded that I would dare question her perfect little boy, and it's just like, your perfect little boy doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. And the funny thing is that I actually did remember. I'm paraphrasing a lot of it. It's not like I remembered exactly what I said, but I do remember pointing out to her flat out, hey, the Sega Saturn was the first console to come out with no RF connector, and they've all done it since. So you can blame Sega for it. The Sega Saturn, the PlayStation 1, the Nintendo 64, the Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and the GameCube, none of them came with an RF connector. They all came with composite AV cables. The red, the yellow, and the white. If you wanted an RF connector, you had to buy it separately. If you wanted to use high definition cables for the Xbox, PlayStation 2, or GameCube, you had to buy those separately. What they were offering you was standard. Now everything comes with HDMI. Because just about every TV has HDMI on it. Ugh. A bunch of shit that is. But I've said, you just don't, especially if you're dealing with somebody who knows what they're talking about. Specialty retail especially. It's one thing if you walk into Walmart and you're looking for a pair of shoes or something, and you stop a kid that's on their way to break or whatever to help you out, or someone's going back to electronics or something and you ask them to help you with something. Walmart employees are trained to never tell you no. They're trained to basically tell you, help you as much as they can, and if you can't help them, to find someone that can help them. That's Walmart, how they do it. But if you walk into a specialty retail store, if you walk into Best Buy, right, and you're looking at televisions, and the dude there is telling you about the refresh rates and things like that, you better listen to him because he knows what the hell he's talking about more than likely. If you walk into a game store and you ask someone about a game, listen to them. They probably know what they're talking about.
3 enemies, but they're too slow.
And I'm not talking like stuff based off of opinion. Although if you have that kind of relationship with your game store employee, you can. And they'll tell you the truth. I did all the time. I had lots of kids that I was on a first name basis with that would come in and ask me personally what I thought of certain games. And I would, if I knew, I'd tell them, hey. And I can remember saying to some of them, do you want me to tell you what the company wants me to tell you, or do you want me to tell you what I think? And they'd say, I want to hear what you think. And I'd say, well, then I would say it sucks, and you should probably get something else. Especially with movie games, movie-based games, television-based games. A lot of them were really pieces of crap. Where are we doing on Kanji anyway? He's 34 now. Yosuke's 38. Good. Oh, not opening that.
There are 4 enemies. I know you can win.
You're gonna guard. Shuffle time. You have no idea, Grizzled Entertainment. Let me tell you, since we are having fun here, let me tell you a fun little story. GameStop, I don't know if they still offer these or not, but they used to offer something called a GPG, a gameplay guarantee. So, depending on the price of the game that you bought, it's $1, $2, or $3. And they would offer what they call a gameplay guarantee, which means that if the game got scratched and wouldn't play, you could bring it back to the store and we would swap it out, no questions asked. As long as the game wasn't... Oh, I went the wrong way, damn it. Gotta go back down. As long as the game wasn't broken in half or punctured holes in the disc, we would take it back and get them a copy of the game that actually worked. Well, then someone had the brilliant idea to come out with Blu-ray.
It's our turn.
And Blu-ray is, if you take a Blu-ray disc and you get the light just right on it, you can see that there is, and they sold these. When the first Blu-rays came out, there was, movies. You would open up and there would be a pamphlet in there about the benefits of Blu-rays. They touted this. This is the thing. This is how all Blu-rays are. Blu-ray has a thin plastic layer protecting the data layers of the disc. And if you hit it just right with the light, you can see it. That it's like a shield, and it's there to, if you don't, you can, and it works. I've actually, the only reason why I watched Mean Girls because I was doing research on a disc that was scratched up that was a Blu-ray disc. And yes, it does work that way. That you can technically take a game and put it on the ground and, on cement and scratch it up, and it will still play just fine. So the GPG, the gameplay guarantee, became completely and utterly useless with Blu-ray. And there was a game that came out on PlayStation. I want to say it was Uncharted, but I don't remember. I didn't even bother offering the gameplay guarantees to my customers because I knew it was a ripoff, a waste of time, a waste of money, and it would be better off if I was being completely honest with them as opposed to not. And so I wasn't even offering it. I didn't even offer it. And my boss called me and said, "Hey, you were the only store that didn't sell any gameplay guarantees with this game with Uncharted. Why didn't you?" And I said, "Because it's a ripoff." And he said, "What?" And I said, "You seriously don't know this?" And he goes, "No, I don't. What are you talking about?" And I said, "There's a thin layer of plastic on the bottom of every Blu-ray that makes them scratch resistant, that you can scratch them up and they'll still play. So a gameplay guarantee, as long as you don't crack the disc in half or puncture holes in it, which, we wouldn't take back anyway with a gameplay guarantee, it's a ripoff for our customers." And his exact words to me were, and I remember it just plain as day, were, "Well, don't tell your customers that and sell the gameplay guarantee." And I'm thinking, and I'm like, "So you're actively telling me to rip off my customers? The management is telling me to steal from my customers."
Yikes! Reinforcements! We were nearly done! Hang in there!
The grand finale is here.
And you know, you have these moments in your brain where you, and yes, that did happen. I didn't sign no frickin' NDAs. Yes, GameStop, that actually happened. And this was, you know, again, 10, 15 years ago. The PlayStation 3 time. Your district manager was openly instructed me to rip off my customers.
The grand finale is here.
And the funny thing is, if I'd have done what he said, I would have cost myself so much customer loyalty, it's not even funny. And that's the thing that they never got through their stupid little beady heads, is that if you actively go out and try to rip off your customers, if your sole purpose in life is to go lie...
Two enemies! You can attack before them! Hang in there! I would have cost myself customers that way. And the thing is, what they don't forget, what they never understood, and what they never got, at least when I was there, was what's more important, getting $1 from your customer for a gameplay guarantee, or earning their trust and respect so when they have a problem or they have something that they want, they come to you. That is invaluable, and no one at that frickin' company understood that in my time there. That if you get the respect of your customer, they'll be a customer of yours for as long as you're there. But they never got that through their frickin' head. It's our turn first! There's 3 enemies! Hang in
They never understood that. And so, if you really want to go back and because, believe me, there's a lot of reasons why GameStop is falling on their ass right now. And they deserve and earned their spot on the pyre as far as I'm concerned. Shit like that is where you look at it and go, okay, this is a problem. It is a truth. It is 1,000% truth, Grizzle. If you are talking with people, your customer base every day, someone that you see at least, you know, once every 2 or 3 weeks, or once a week, or, you know, a couple times a month, whatever it is, and you are there to do nothing but rip them off, they're going to know that. They're going to find that out eventually. And those $1 little GPGs, the $2 little add-ons that you're so proud of, are going to cost you their business. Because my Anchor store was a Target. I had the same selection of new games that Target had. Now they're bonus checked. Screw them. You want to talk about a bonus structure that Here's the funny thing about GameStop bonus structure. I don't know how it is with how it was with middle management with the district managers, and yes, the district managers to me are the ones who really effed that company up. District managers and the regional directors, because they were always the ones that were putting blame on the employee, no matter what it was. Now, strength's high enough. Now I just need agility and luck for Odin. GameStop would have this bonus structure where they were like, "Look at our oh my God, did I miss all the way up there? I damn sure did." Their bonus structure would be, "Hey, we're gonna make it to where it's so easy for you to bonus." And it was very complicated and all that, and they had something like a thing where 75% of all store managers got a bonus or something to that effect. And I got a bonus. But the thing is that the way the bonus structure worked is my store was very good at reservations. I believed in the reservation process for games at the time because of disc pressing, and they need to know how many to press to make sure to meet demand, things like that. And oh my gosh. There. I totally believed in the reservation process at the store, at GameStop. I did. Because I looked at it at a small business point of view, where if you don't need 60 copies of Call of Duty, why would you order 60 copies? You might only need 40 copies, or that kind of thing. But so I did very well reservation wise, right? I was like probably top quarter of the company in reservations, but because I wasn't as good at, let's just say, Game Informer subscriptions, okay? I was not as good at that as I was, especially when they boosted the price up like a bunch of idiots. They would actually detract money from my reservation bonus because I didn't perform as well in the Game Informer bonus. So it was almost like a cancellation kind of thing, where I was like so good in reservations, but I wasn't so good with the Game Informer subscriptions. So I was, they canceled each other out. My bonus checks that I got from GameStop were literally for a year, were between $200 to $300. Was my yearly bonus at GameStop, which to me is not a bonus check. It's an insult. It's a kick in the nuts, is what it is. Especially when you look at the fact that I took a store that opened and made it profitable 2 years ahead of schedule, and they turn around and tell me that I didn't perform well enough in certain areas to get a bonus, even though I made a store profitable 2 years ahead of schedule. I missed profitability the second year my store was open by like $500 of profit. That's how close I was. I almost did it 3 years early, but it was just But here's the funny thing: when I left in 2012, that store didn't last much longer. I was gone. Now the store is gone. They deserve it. So insane. But again, it's one of those things that you look at with like GameStop, and why they should still be on top of the world when it comes to game sales, and they're not. There's a lot of reasons why. She is at the doctor. Thank God she's at the doctor. Not the acupuncturist. She went to the doctor. Because there is... I think this is the thing. This is the funny thing about GameStop. When I worked at GameStop, my my boss, my district manager would come in and get severely pissed off, and I mean severely pissed off, that we had regular customers that would come up to the store just to hang out and talk about video games. He hated it. Why don't you kick them out? Why would I kick them out? They're not hurting anybody. They just want to talk to. They're probably bored and they want to talk to people. They buy games here. I'm their, I'm their pusher. Why would I kick them out? They're doing nothing wrong, and they're some of my best customers. So why would I do that? Well, they shouldn't be here. If they're not buying anything, no one should bring their lunch here to eat. And I was like, piss off. So, I leave the company, and what does GameStop do a couple years later? Well, we really want to reinvent the way that our stores are, and we want to make our stores a place where people can come and hang out. I'm thinking, oh, now you're changing your tune. But chances are, the idiots that were there making those kind of decisions, trying to get me to do that, were no longer there. Oh, she's back home. That's the kind of shit that would just made no sense to me at all. Good Lord. Okay, that'll work. It's about right. The thing is I was in my store was in Plainfield, Illinois, which was a smaller town that was growing because of the overflow from Naperville and Aurora. So they were getting a lot of people. They were building a lot of houses. A lot of new families were coming in. And I had a lot of kids. I sold so many kids their first Pokemon games. It's not even funny. Sweet bonus. I do need the agility. Take that. No. And, I never talked down to them that I can remember. I tried not to. I was actually smart enough to actually, whenever a kid came in and wanted something that was a kid, like I'm talking like a real kid, like 6, 7 years old, I would actually go down to one knee so they could look me in the eye and tell me what they wanted. I didn't just stand there over them and tower over them and try to intimidate them. I wanted to make sure I was there on their level. And that's the shit. That's the bad thing. But I just kind of got to the point. Ooh, okay, I definitely want that one. Okay. DMs are some of the... A district manager is a complete idiot. I've never... Titan... I've never been around a... That's Chariot. I've never been around a district manager I thought had their shit together. Every district manager I worked for... There was one I thought was okay. But everybody else that I worked for 1, 2, 3... I had 4 district managers in my time there. And every one of them didn't know the difference between Super Mario Brothers and Sonic the Hedgehog. I can tell you that. They knew nothing. No, I had 5 district managers. I apologize. There was another one that I had. And he was probably... one of the worst people I've ever met in my life. The 5th one I just remembered, I've tried to delete from my memory because, again, he is just a horrible human being. I've never seen someone so blatantly obtuse. And I just, ugh. But again, my store's no longer there. It was there for a while. It was there for a little bit when I was gone, and then their bubble popped. Someone bursted their bubble, and now we are where we are. And the thing is that if GameStop had done the right, played things right, they would actually still be on top of the world. They'd still have 5,000 stores. They'd still be there. There would be people actually defending them with these companies that are going all digital. There would be people out there defending GameStop. But they won't. Ah. Dang it. No more items. So well. And now whenever I read stuff online about how GameStop is failing, it's just like, yep, I know. I called this shit. When I left there in 2012, I was like, they might have another 10 years before they see a big, huge decline. And wouldn't you know it, it took place in about half that time. It was about 2018 where... I'm sorry, if you're in specialty, if you have a specialty retail, that means shit. That means that you are... This is really bad because these things suck. Guard. Yeah, finish her. Good. Don't need endurance. I'll keep the sweep bonus, I guess. Don't need that. But middle management destroys companies like that, especially when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. One of the district managers that I worked for actually did know what the hell he was talking about. He was a big gamer, but I didn't trust that guy any farther than I could throw him because he was also he was a used car salesman in a way. He was the one who told me not to tell my customers about Blu-rays being scratch resistant. The one who actively told me to rip off my customers. Definitely that one. I don't need that bad. But middle management destroys companies like that, especially when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And the problem, the big problem is with companies like that is that when you talk sense to people and you tell them the truth and you tell them, hey, this is a problem, they don't listen because it didn't come from the ivory tower. The ivory tower could do no wrong. Everything that they came up with was perfect and wonderful and great. No problems with them whatsoever. And they didn't know any better. And because they didn't know, and you tell them, hey, this is a problem. This needs to be fixed. They're, oh, well, who cares? Just do what I'm telling you to do. Oh. Agility, is the one we need the most of. And I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. They put people in position of power there that had no idea about anything.
Show them your stuff. Yuki-chan, this doesn't look good.
I can still do this.
Hang in there. Wait.
Proof of spirit. That's the kind of shit I had to deal with there. It still makes me laugh though, that chick though with the RF connector. That's one of my favorite stories because there's always this mentality because of the way things are. The customer's always right. And the answer is they are not always right. They think they're always right, and they're not. And the ones that get really officious about it when you point out the fact that they're wrong are the worst of the bunch. And I wish I was being more jokey and satirical about it, but I'm not. It's exactly what happened. She didn't know her ass from a hole in the ground, and neither did her stupid kid. And when I told her that her kid was wrong, she was... You thought I just ran over a puppy or something, you know? She was so mad, she was so upset that how I could dare tell her that her perfect little boy didn't know what the hell he was talking about. It's just a great story. That happened, stuff like that happened a lot. And then there were other times where I was dumbfounded, and I knew if I said something that it would have turned over a whole can of worms. This is another great story. I was working in my store, and Harry Potter was on top of the world with games and things like that. They had just released a Harry Potter game, and it came out alongside a Golden Compass game. Golden Compass was coming out in theaters, and there was a Harry Potter movie coming out as well, or it had just come out. And the Christian right was really about censorship at that point. They were really about they didn't want kids playing Harry Potter because or reading Harry Potter or watching the movies or any of that because it was witchcraft and wizardry. It was satanic is what it was. Magic and wizards and witches and all that. We can't have kids getting involved with fantasy worlds and that kind of thing. I wish I was making this up. I am not. So, this lady was in the store with her daughter and her son, and they were looking at games on the Nintendo Wii. And remember, they were Wii games. And I can't stand the Wii, but they were sitting there, and I learned the hard way because I did at one point try to get people to buy good games when I realized that's really the wrong way to do it. You let them buy what they want unless they ask you, and then you can tell them, is what I learned. But, so I'm just kind of standing there, I'm there for customer service or whatever, and this little girl picks up Harry Potter. She wants the Harry Potter game that was out at that point. Don't remember which one it was. And the mother loses her damn mind. She goes, you can't have that. No, we can't have that at all. You know what the church says about that. We can't have that game in our house. Why don't you get the Golden Compass instead? And that's one of those moments where I had to put my hand over my mouth and not say a damn word. Because guys, I've read Harry Potter, I've seen all the movies, I've played some of the games. I can flat out tell you, they're kids' books. Okay, but they grow up with the reader, and they're brilliant the way that they wrote it. J.K. Rowling deserves all the credit in the world for world building and coming up with that. She totally does. I'm not at all poo-pooing the efforts of J.K. Rowling at all. She's done. Say what you want to about her personal beliefs or anything like that. The woman knows what she's doing. She's a hell of a businesswoman. Okay. They're harmless books. They don't promote witchcraft or wizardry. They're more about mythology. If you actually read them, they have more to do with a lot of mythology things than they do about converting kids to Satanism. And But the Golden Compass, on the other hand, as the guy who wrote, well, J.R.R. Tolkien had two contemporaries. One of them was C.S. Lewis, who would go on to write the Chronicles of Narnia, and then there was the guy who wrote his Dark Material trilogy. His name is escaping me right now, but that's the Golden Compass. Is the first book of his, and he was a profound, outspoken atheist, while C.S. Lewis was a very devout Christian. So if you read Chronicles of Narnia, if you watch the Chronicles of Narnia movies, there's a lot of Christianity references in it. Hell, Aslan the lion is a allegory for Jesus Christ. Okay, it's exactly what it is. And come on, give me agility. Agility? No? Luck? Okay, I'll take luck. But if you read, if you read his Dark Materials, you'll find out that at the end of the books, they basically kill God. That's exactly how it works. Is that it's people finding a way to get away from religion. So this woman, who's upset because her daughter had picked up a Harry Potter game, a harmless game based off of a line of children's books, said, "We can't have that.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless."
Because the church doesn't like it." Turns around and says, "Get this game instead that's based off of something she had no idea about." And yeah, it's actually worse, because if she goes and if she was inspired to play that game and then read his Dark Material trilogy, it's actually literally atheism. So needless to say, I wanted to say something, but I couldn't. Made me laugh. What can I say? It's making me laugh. It's funny. Oh, customer stories are fun. But to be completely honest and completely fair, I really enjoyed my time with my customers. I hated the company because the company treated me like shit. It treated everybody like shit. But I loved helping young people or people find what they're looking for, making suggestions to them. You know, my first job I ever had, my first job I ever had was a baseball umpire, but my first retail job I had was working at a game store in Arkansas called Players, and it was in Conway, Arkansas. I lived in Conway for 6 years or so, which was a college town. There were 3 colleges in that town, plus a huge-ass high school and all that. So I worked at that store, and there was a gentleman who came in. He was a Native American gentleman, older guy, as nice of a human being as I've ever met my entire life. Just as a severely humble and nice man, and I am guessing how long ago this was. He's probably no longer with us. I have no idea, but I wish I could remember his name. But the dude was just so nice to me, and he would come in and ask me, "I want what you're playing right now." That's exactly what he would do. He'd come in, once a month or whatever, and just say, "Whatever you're playing right now, I want it." And I would be like, "Okay," because we had such similar tastes in games. We both loved JRPGs. So any game that I was playing that he didn't already own, he wanted it. He wanted me to get, he wanted it. And that's really how you build up a customer. loyalty is by things like that. Is like he knew I liked the same games that he did. So he knew that if I was there, hey, I want what Enigma's playing right now because he and I share a lot in common with what we like to play. He'd love this. He would love Persona. I can tell you that. He would have loved playing Persona. But again, that's how you build up customer loyalty, guys. It's not about... Here's the breakdown. This is where retail gets it wrong. Whenever you go into a retail store, if you walk into a GameStop right now, their job, their mission in life is to get you to buy everything in that store except what you went in there for. They know you're in there to go buy Call of Duty or to buy Final Fantasy or Persona or whatever. They know that's why you're there. They want to sell you everything else on top of all that. So, hey, did you need a strategy guide? Did you need a used copy of this game? Did you need an extra controller? Do you need this? Do you need that? Do you need a CD wallet? You know, they went in there. Their whole thing was to sell you everything under the sun except why you went in there. If you go in there right now to buy the latest game, whatever it is, they're gonna do their best to sell you everything but that game, because they know you're gonna buy that game anyway. So it's about everything else. Good, we got a rare one. Take that guy. With 3 of them. Let's see if we can get all 3.
Sensei, don't give up.
Yeah, we're not gonna get anything, are we?
The enemy ran away.
Mm-hmm. No crits. This is not good.
Kanji's in danger. Hurry,
We didn't get anything. That sucked. Oh well. We need to. There we go. A little bit of TLC on our way out. And then when it all comes down to it, if the store doesn't make any sort of if the store doesn't do well, it's always the employee's fault. It never has anything to do with the company. The company, boy, towards the end of my time there, GameStop was doing the customer surveys at the bottom of the receipt. And there was another thing for them to rank us on, as they were trying to get that, because some egghead in the ivory tower thought this was a really good idea because Walmart does it, and Best Buy does it, so we have to do it too. And instead of using the information they were getting to help the company get better, they were using it to berate and threaten the field staff. And I'm not kidding. That's exactly what they were doing. That's exactly what they did. If a customer complained that the prices were too high, they would look at it, they would take that as, well, you're not trying to sell them the used game. Well, you're not telling them about the discount card. Well, you're not telling them about trade-ins. No, shit for brains. That's not what they're saying. They're saying that if you're going to buy a brand new game for $60 and the used copy is $55, that price is too high. And if you want to, you know, even with discount card, it was 10% off, so you're still only $10. You know, they never really looked at it that way. Instead, it was always, well, the employees aren't doing a good enough job to explain their customers this, that, and the other, which was just the dumbest bullshit ever. So dumb. Do. 10 minutes. And I wish I could be more less upset about it, but you know, if you tell them something and they don't listen, that's the whole funny thing. I can remember back when the Wii was the first 2 years the Wii was out. that was sold out everywhere because it was on Good Morning America. Exactly. So did I. And that's great. That means you cared about your customers. That's what it means. Where'd he go? Where did that shadow run off to? Oh, that's a rare one. But when the Wii was sold out for 2 years, you know, GameStop was thumping their chest over the fact that they were doing so well with sales because of the Wii selling out every time we would get them in. And here I am, the idiot who comes up with the question that nobody wanted to have to answer. What happens when the saturation point reaches the Wii where it's no longer selling out? And I asked that to a group of district managers, and I got looked at like I had hot flaming turds sticking out of my mouth. Like, how could I even suggest such a thing? Come to find out, that very next year, that's exactly what happened. Is that the Wii had reached a saturation point. Most of the people who had them were not converted to be hardcore gamers because Nintendo, to their credit, was not. They knew they weren't going to make any inroads with the PlayStation and Xbox crowd because it was not. They couldn't compete hardware-wise, power-wise with hardware, and price-wise. So they set out to make the pie bigger. You know, the gaming pie bigger, and God bless them for that. I'm by no means at all saying that what they did was wrong. I hated the Wii. Still hate the Wii. For a multitude of reasons. But at least they were doing something different. But at some point, everything reaches a saturation point. You reach your limit as to what your games get. That's why hardware continues to evolve. Why they're making a PlayStation 6 right now is because they're going to, if they've not done it already, reach their saturation point with the PlayStation 5. They're not moving any as much hardware as they were.
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up.
Go to town, Senpai!
Great work.
They reach their saturation point, and I was the one who pointed out, hey, you know, eventually the Wii is going to hit that. Oh, how dare you say that? That's we can't have that. That you're being too negative. No, I'm being a realist, okay?
2 enemies. You can attack before them.
The grand finale is here.
There we go. But, you know, retail's in the shitter right now because of that stuff. And, once again, you know, when you do that to your customers, and you treat them like shit, treat your customers like they're numbers, you treat your employees like numbers, and you are openly I know that, well, realism gets sometimes is a lot of people think realism is being a pessimist, and that's not what it is. Realism is just accepting the fact that you can see, you can look at trends and you can see what it is. Like, how the hell did they have a bunch of district managers who weren't prepared for the saturation point of the Nintendo Wii? How could they even have that? That makes no sense. Everything reaches a saturation point. Why do you think Apple releases an iPhone every frickin' year? I can tell you why. Because the thing reaches a saturation point, they're not going to sell them, so they put a new one out to try to get more people to buy the new phones. You know, I talked about it.
with Desi the other day that I haven't had a new phone in several years. Neither has she. We're probably due for an upgrade at some point, but we're not really willing to pay for it at this moment. So it's fine. But the reason they keep putting out these damn iPhones every year is for that reason.
Hang tight and go for it.
The grand finale is here.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies.
Got it.
Hang tight and go for it.
I've proven my manhood.
Yeah, you just can't be that way, though. Realism is not pessimism. Realism is something that is needed. And by the way, even if a realist is being a pessimist, no one's complaining because they want things to get worse.
Beat the stuffing out of it.
People complain when they want things to get better. So instead of attacking, don't do that, Yukiko. That's a lot of money. Instead of taking what the employee is saying and disregarding it because it just dares to be negative, maybe you should listen and see what their problem is and evaluate if you think it's going to be something that affects your bottom line, which most of the time it does. But they don't get that. No, instead they'd rather do the toxic positivity thing where everything that the company does is great, everything is perfect, everything is wonderful. Don't ever question the company, don't question your superiors. Just continue on the good ship lollipop and don't ask questions. Just do.
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up. Oh, Kanji, that was super cool.
Oh, that sucks. It's nothing. I already have maximum endurance. I know, but I don't think they were prepared for the end of the Wii. I thought they thought it would go for another 2 or 3 years at least. And then they got pissed off at Nintendo. I remember this. Walmart was giving away $50 gift cards for people who bought Wiis for them one Christmas. So yeah, I think I don't necessarily know that upper management is always to blame. I think it's middle management. I think upper management has ideas and wants to take things in a certain direction, which I get, but it's going to be the middle management is the one that distorts it and takes it and twists it into this dark kind of bullshit. You know, like if I guarantee you that if I went to the president of GameStop when my district manager told me to rip off my customers with GPGs, if I had met the president of the company at that point and met with him and said, this is what I was told to do, he would have said, how? Why? That's not right. We don't want that. But that's what they were putting us through, is that they were... it just pisses me off. We'll just take the recovery. Alright guys, we've gotten to lunch, and Desi is here, so I need to make sure she has something for lunch. So what I'm going to do is away for an hour, and go have some vittles, and check on her from her doctor's appointment. I know what she told me, but I need to ask her more about it. So I'll be back here in about an hour. Give me about an hour, if not sooner. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to pick up right here where we're leaving off.
with Persona 4 Golden, let's go ahead and just suspend because power outages are a real thing. If you have not done so yet, please do me the favor and the honor of following me on Twitch and Twitter. Also Rumble, and a subscription on YouTube would be great, as I'm trying to become monetized on Rumble and YouTube ASAP. So whatever you guys can do to help me with that, I'd appreciate it. So hang tight, don't go far. Grizzle, thanks for talking with me, brother. I'll see you in about an hour. You guys take care, and I'll see you soon.